and brothers and sisters, we have made it to another reaction here on this Mystelics Reacts channel. Of course, big up all the Mystelics family, big up all the stuff. I appreciate you guys for tuning in to see what's up with your boy right here on this Mystelics Reaction, guys. And of course, don't go back to the big up yourself one time. Big up, brothers and sisters, for tuning in to see what's up on this vibrations. What are your thoughts, brothers and sisters? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below. I'm giving my thoughts on this here vibrations. Don't forget to do what buttons? Click the like button, brothers and sisters, helping to push these videos further and further. And of course, don't forget, if you've not done so, brothers and sisters, to click the subscribe button right there, brothers and sisters. Don't click it, man. I would appreciate you guys doing that, and of course getting notified and inadvertently becoming part of the Mystelics family right there. Anyways, brothers and sisters, without further ado, let us get into the vibrations for the day. I saw this video circulating, brothers and sisters. There's another video that I saw, very interesting, of a young man. Most likely, probably tomorrow I'll react to that video. But let's get into these vibrations. What is going on in Dominica, brothers and sisters? What? All
the ask is clean the list.
Yes.
Give us voters ID card.
With the specifications, biometrics, and what have you.
And we have a free and fair election.
Yes. So if Skerrit wins that with all the stipulations of providing a free and fair election, then he rightfully has it. Most likely, we all know that he would not win it on the free and fair basis. So this is why a number of things are happening, brothers and sisters. Or not happening.
If you PM know you're doing so well in Dominica,
that's the thing.
20-something years you in power. Boss, I reckon you're supposed to smile. And just
smile. 21 years to be exact.
Just say, hey, boss, Linton, that is what you want. Boss, you don't.
I'm giving it to you. Look, you want to talk like you talk in Linton, no problem. Let me give it to you and show you that I am indeed the world boss. But we all know Skerrit lie. You know, the moment you ever give a little inch, that's why you try your best to just to not give nothing at all. Nothing at all. You want to give the impression and the impersonations. Did I say the right thing now? You have to give the impression, brothers and sisters, that you somehow giving people what they want, electoral reform, without actually providing free and fair elections on the basis of providing what is necessary for free and fair elections. Sup your dirty ways, Skerrit.
Maybe that's all you want? Okay. Look that, man. Is that all you want?
Yes.
Or do you think I'm not doing good in Dominica? Look, reform.
Look,
check all your vibes.
Yeah.
You check? Yeah, is that all you want? And see if I'm not winning my election free and fair in Dominica.
Yeah, he's not winning it. He can never. Skerrit can never. Never win elections if it's free and fair. Never.
But that you cannot do, boss.
No.
And when you done, you come in Cassibris and say, what hell, jelly, man? Boss, you were nothing.
Nothing at all.
You check, is your little teaching job, your little thing you had?
Yeah. And they had to buy shoes and shirt for Skerrit. Yes. They had to buy those things for him. And look at how he turned.
You check. You understand? Today you feel like you're world boss.
He's a billionaire. That's how he feels. Or maybe he actually is. Who knows?
And you're crippling us in our country. Boss, we cannot feed our family the way we're supposed to.
True.
We cannot do what we have to do.
And you go and beg him. Go and beg him. Make him your master as a man, my God. Begging another man for a little money to pay light. That is how Skerrit has Dominicans.
You check? You have money doing all sorts of nonsense.
That have nothing to do with the elevation of the people. Nothing at all. They come putting themselves taking pictures. Yesterday I did the reaction on that, brothers and sisters. They put themselves taking pictures in nice clothes. Church, you think they're going or something out, they come out. We don't know. Talking about $5.2 million for agriculture. Who you telling that? $5 million for agriculture in Dominica. Huh? 5 million. The budget didn't even reach that amount. Boy, I tell you, Dominicans are there to wake up, eh?
You check? Huh? In your big mansion.
Hell yes. His third. Or he making his third one, not true? Who knows?
You have to pay $60,000
$64,000. Taking home about over $120,000 per month on the back of the very Dominican people that are happy to collect $200 to $300 for their vote. Or $2,000 for their vote. Can you imagine?
the end of the month to take care of you. But if you're so deadly and you will boss, all you have to do is just give them and their reform and let them and check their scene.
Because you know use the will boss. You know you have that election, but you don't want that. And you would never give free and fair elections. You know why? Because the moment you do so, jail. They're waiting for you, Skerrit. Oh, yes.
You check, you win, you lose, you lose. But because you know you're not doing well in Dominica, you call the election before the time.
And this is why he removed, from our understanding, the 5 years thing. Well, you have to be in Dominica within 5 years, spend a number of days in Dominica, you have to be there, and if election calls, then you are able to do it. They removed that. So they removed that, brothers and sisters. Now they have the entire world to go for, spending the very people's money to bring people overseas to Dominica to come and tilt the scale against the very people who live in Dominica, against the will of the very people living in Dominica. Okay.
Right. So at the end of the day now, you win again. And you figure out, yeah, you're big boss.
Big boss.
Boss, you know Dominica not nice.
Yeah.
Anybody that come to Dominica and live for 6 months, yeah, they just have to leave where they are and come to Dominica for 6 months.
Yes.
And tell me if they can do half of what I am doing in Dominica.
Now pause a while. It's interesting that they did a reaction, well, a live interaction reaction on BrBpTV, brothers and sisters, of a particular man talking about, oh, he wants to come to Dominica. Since 1979, he outside Dominica talking about he want to come to Dominica. He spent 7 months, from my understanding, in Dominica, 7 months. And Dominica so sweet, he had to leave and go back New York. And then in New York, driving and eating whatever he eating, brothers and sisters. Talking about, oh, he cannot wait to go back Dominica. He can't wait. Why didn't stay Dominica? Dominica so sweet and nice. The economy doing so well for you. Why didn't stay Dominica? And so interesting enough, the very prime minister, the sitting prime minister of a country who wants betterment for the country, decided that he wants his children to be born in the United States of America, to have better for his children. And then labor rights will sit down, they clapping. Oh, I can send my people overseas for medical attention. I can do this, I know. And they clapping, brothers and sisters, when they ask them, what about them? Gaza, boy.
To survive. Not half. They cannot do that. Cannot manage it. Because when you come and you plant your crop, everything stays on your account sometimes. You can go to the grow to home and the infirmary to see how many times my name is there. Sometimes I come on the market and I have how many crates of cucumbers and I have to take it. Just call grow to home and tell them, hey, I'm on the market. I have a couple crates of cucumbers there. I didn't get sale for it. Come and get it.
You know why you don't get sale for it? Because there's too much competition. As a result of the lack of jobs, Dominica is a sustainability factor for Dominica. And as a result of that, Dominica produces fruits and vegetables that people can just go there and either plant in their little yard or something and come together and say, hey, let me see if I can make a little money. You're just passing alongside the West Coast, all over Dominica, brothers and sisters, and you're seeing people on the road trying to sell fruits and vegetables, because they cannot find a job. And don't get me wrong, you know, that is a job to do, but they're giving competition to those who are already doing it. So when you as a farmer come to present your stuff, you already have competition. And as a result of competition, sometimes when you go to the market, the people are selling the same thing. You have 10 people there, brothers and sisters, each of them selling the same thing. So you have to go by either your favorite, or you have to go by and pass and see which one have the better fruits or whatever. And that's how it goes, brothers and sisters.
Boss, and you telling me I supposed to support you, boss? Boy, but I supposed to support you? But you...
The man that just say about $5.2 million for agriculture. Look at agricultural man speaking. He's speaking. It's not today this is happening, brothers and sisters. This has been happening for over 20 years. I remember when Walter was the agricultural minister. Who's the agricultural minister now? I don't know. But I remember when Walter was the agricultural minister. And agriculture was going down the drain. And I tell people, you don't see, look, agriculture today. Today, last week, last week. All right.
You'll be the last man. You'll be the last man in Dominica I'll support.
Skerrit would not be the last man I would support at all. If Skerrit was the only man in Dominica, I would still not support him. Best we don't have nobody. Best we don't have nobody, brothers and sisters. Best we don't have nobody. Yes, no. But you may be the last man because I'll be there. The people, anyways. You get my point. I still wouldn't vote for him.
Won't support a crab. Boss, you too wicked, you that PM in Dominica.
I've heard people in post once saying, even if they put up a broom, let's just tell you the mentality. Even if you put up a broom for Labour, they will vote for that broom. So that's why the people in Portsmouth don't get in no sort of proper representation. Even if they talk about reset. All right.
You check? And people afraid to speak out because they figure out you might victimize them. Boss, victimize me if you want. But I'm telling you, I would never support you, Skerrit. You're too wicked.
Too wicked.
You check?
Too freaking wicked, brothers and sisters. Wake up, man. My goodness, wake up. Sometimes we try to wake you up, at last you need to get up, get up, get up. My goodness. You getting how much blows, brothers and sisters? You see it as it is and they're telling you, get up. Ay, ay, ay. Get up, people. Wake up. Unless you're yourself wicked, you are equally as wicked as the people that you are voting for. Alas, get up, brothers and sisters, get up. Only when you get up, you'll realize where you actually are. Those who are allowing people to close their eyes, that is truly something else right there. I saw this video of Skerrit speaking, brothers and sisters. Look, let me just bring back the $5 situation. Just take a listen to this.
As small as it is, save something. Save something. Well, it's $5. 5 plus 5 is 55.
Okay. So we see Skerrit talking about 5 plus 5. You know, save a little something, which is not bad advice. But coming from the very man that increases salaries by around, I think around $4,000 bonus every month, he's telling the people to save $5. No, 5 plus 5. But you say $5 every month? $5 every month, brothers and sisters. 5 times 12 is 60. You save $60 a year? Huh? Okay. Sorry about that, brothers and sisters. I was just interrupted right there. So Skerrit is telling people to save $5. All right. Now it's interesting that the very Skerrit, look, wake up, people, wake up. Oh, brothers and sisters. I want you guys to listen to that. Listen to Skerrit.
To pay for national debt. And I wanted Dominica to be the first developing country in the world to have a 0% debt to GDP ratio.
Okay. Now, brothers and sisters, I remember the time where Dominica debt was 1.5 and it went down to 1.1 as a result of the CBI. So you can say that Skerrit was trying to bring it down, true. But brothers and sisters, in this day and age, we are realizing that Dominica is getting a set of loans. True? You don't think so? Okay. We are getting a set of loans, and you know who has to pay these loans? The people. I explained the other day, brothers and sisters, some time back. They're talking about trying to take loan from NBD and so forth and so forth. But it's very interesting stuff. The people don't realize that when they take loan from NBD, let me break down something for you guys right there. If St. Lucia is taking a loan from NBD, right? They take a $100,000 loan, and just an example. They take a $100,000 loan. Dominica say, yes, okay, we'll give the people's money to you. My salary, yours, whatever monies we have in the bank, they're taking that to give to the St. Lucia people, right? Then the St. Lucia government, through its people, is then paying Dominica back. So in other words, we give them $100,000, let's say it's 50%, they have to give us $150,000 back. I get 2% on it, the bank make 48%. You know that? So I just given an example, brothers and sisters. But generally speaking, people make 2%, while the bank making 14 and 12% and so forth and so. They're giving them the money, and the people that have to pay it back is who? The St. Lucia people. Now imagine, brothers and sisters, the government of Dominica is taking a loan on behalf of the people. So the bank is taking your money, you and me money, brothers and sisters, we have saved in the bank. They're taking you and me money and they're giving it to government to do whatever they want, brothers and sisters. You know who have to pay back that loan? You and me, brothers and sisters, you and me. You and me that have to pay back. So they're taking my money to give the government. And then I in turn, through taxation or whatever, through buying goods or whatever, paying VAT and so forth and so forth, sometimes even increasing gas prices. They're putting it on you, the people. So in other words, you're loaning your money to somebody and then you are the one who have to pay back. You understand how this works? No? Okay. All right. So Skerrit is talking about depleting the national debt. He wanted to remove it, brothers and sisters. Skerrit, but you can't do it. It's a very interesting thing that we're going into Parliament, brothers and sisters, but we're going to be into that in a moment. Interesting that Skerrit is talking about wanting to decrease or take out the national debt when they can do so through CBI. Remember when Skerrit was telling Dominicans that no more money has to come to Dominica until Lennox came forth, brothers and sisters, and indicated to Dominicans that, hey, there's money outside there, to the point where Tony Astor fans had to admit that they have monies outside there. That is when the Dominican people realized that there's monies outside there. It escalated to the point later on, brothers and sisters. I think that was in 2019, but it escalated later on, with the indication, brothers and sisters, that Lennox say, hey, we're stopping business and whatnot. And then Skerrit admitted that there is still more monies out there. These monies are to be used for development. Now, brothers and sisters, which development that? We have loans to pay and those kind of things there. We have from my understanding, $8 billion outside there. If the national debt in Dominica is 2.5 billion, we can use some of that 8 billion and clear it. And then send the rest of the money to Dominica to help Dominicans. Skerrit is telling us this.
And I wanted Dominica to be the first developing country in the world to have a 0% debt to GDP ratio.
The very man that is creating loans and putting loans on the back of people is telling Dominicans he wanted Dominica to have a 0% debt to GDP ratio. Boy, here. You think I'm lying? Listen to Uncle speak. Let's listen to Paris.
Mr. Speaker, the problem I have
listen to
is that I have...
Brothers and sisters, forget about what the loan is for, okay? We know that we are taking loans from different places around the world, brothers and sisters. It's not Skerrit and have to pay it back. It is you, Liberites, you too have to pay it back. Interesting. But we have CBI monies out there. Not true. This is one of the reasons why I tell you guys it's a huge possibility that the government knows it cannot pass the money through a corresponding bank. So as a result, it's taking loans from countries and probably using that CBI money to pay these people. And then they're taking the loan and they're putting it on the backs of the people, even though most likely that loan is paid already. I don't know. I just saying, brothers and sisters, there's a possibility of these things happening because there's a lack of transparency in Dominica. It's a huge possibility. So are we thinking that we have to be paying back these loans that most likely, if it has been paid back by CBI funds already, we don't know this because we have to pay loan? Or what if they know they cannot pass these monies through, and as a result of doing this, we are taking loans to do all sorts of projects, and there's money laundering taking place for the use of loans that is put on the backs of the Dominican people, and the Dominican people wondering why they cannot elevate. Brothers and sisters, this is why I always tell people is that they're doing things to Dominicans. They are building houses not on the basis that you can do it on your own. You can't, because they have destroyed the economy. And you think them building houses for people is a good thing? From the basis, brothers and sisters, it looks so. But if you go internally, the very people who are preventing you from building your own house, because they have destroyed the economy, is then putting more loans on you. And you're wondering why you are not moving for the past 20 years? Really? Okay. Let's listen to Uncle.
Speaker, the problem I have is that I agree with you. I agree with you. And that is the point I was trying to bring across, because I believe we don't need a loan for this because our CBI can do it.
My point, exactly. We have monies outside there, brothers and sisters. Instead, they use that CBI monies to go and do what needs to be done in the country. They are taking loans. Oh my goodness. They are taking loans when monies are outside there for their benefits. Whatever that is, brothers and sisters. It's for their benefit, not for the people's benefit. They are putting loans and more loans on the backs or the people, and Skerrit will come and talk about, oh, he wanted Dominica to have 0% debt to GDP ratio. Well, has whatever that GDP on the merit of actually elevation, brothers and sisters. It's very interesting. Dominica has raised so much money to the point where European Union had to come down to Dominica. They will sit down in Dominica to tell the Dominican people that the amount sold in CBI was only 25%. 75% of the revenues are out there. And Dominicans will watch me in my face and say, labor. You think it's merely affecting?
That's what I was saying, but I wouldn't get a chance. I agree with you. It is our main revenue stream. It is 63% of our revenue.
CBI is 63% of Dominica's revenue. 63. In a land that is an agricultural nation, 63% is the selling of our birthright.
Annually. And we don't need to take a loan because 130 passports or exchanges could have done this.
130 passports could have done this. Outside of the billions of dollars that is outside there. Last week, Dominica. Last week.
We could have generated the money so we wouldn't have to take a loan.
They put in the loan on you. Labor rights. All you just think is United Workers Party of Freedomites or Pappyites or APPites or UPPites, whatever that is, brothers and sisters. You think all you immune? I remember when they were talking about electricity. Say, yes, we have electricity on Dominica again. Woohoo! And Dominica faced the highest electricity rate in its entire history that the very laborites had to pay because they thought that they were not going to pay any more electricity. Gasa, all you good, all you really, really good. Now they're putting loans on all you back, and all you watching me and tell me, labor all the way. Ministers of government sit down, well then again, they're making a dirty piece of money. If they know they leave the ministry capacity, they have to go back to normal jobs where they know that they will not be making sufficient amount of monies, if that be the case at all. So they know they will be whatever loyalty, they will showcase whatever loyalty to the very people who have increased their salaries, knowing that they are supposed to be doing things for the people. In Portsmouth, they build a tennis court.
I agree with you. You are absolutely right. So when I hear the minister pretending as if we cannot use our CBI to do that, that is why I begin to get confused.
Me too. Look at Skerrit them, boy.
That is why I begin to get confused.
Both of them rubbing their head. Wicked set of fellas. Now, I don't want to put the former minister, health minister in that, but if you stay quiet on that, sir, you are equally at fault. Equally. Hélas.
Because I believe the CBI program can do it. That's what I was saying.
But don't get me involved in the
foolish minister, speak out this foolish.
Later, I make my point.
I wouldn't talk about it. Mr. Speaker, point number 3. We have a very heavy reliance on external borrowing.
Heavy reliance on external borrowing. Guys, they are putting this borrowing on you. They are putting all these debts on you. Not scared that I have to pay it, no. It's not the pirates have to pay it. It is you. They are doing things on your behalf because you gave them the mandate, and apparently you don't seem to know this, that it is you who is the master, yet still his servants is putting loans on you. And you're not seeing, I wouldn't mind if they're taking loan and you're seeing things happening that making surplus in the country and things are coming in, brothers and sisters. They're putting the loan on you. If not loans, what else? That has been in the mandate from VAT. Ian saying, if not VAT, what else? Skerrit coming and say, if not CBI, what else? In a land that flows with water and bare volcanic soil. Look at what St. Vincent, boy, I tell you, St. Vincent is becoming an agricultural nation as a result of the volcanic activities that took place in St. Vincent, brothers and sisters. St. Vincent per capita is doing far better than Antigua. St. Vincent, that used to be last Kakarot, is doing better per capita than Antigua. Antigua Prime Minister the other day, just this Dominica saying, just our surplus, our increase in 10 years was $2.2 billion. That alone is higher than the entire GDP factor of Dominica. Can you imagine that? $2.2 billion. Yes,
And I heard the minister attempt to touch on it. But I think we can do greater with diversifying our revenue streams, particularly because I just heard the Minister of Finance say that our CBI program
63%.
is a temporary revenue stream.
Temporary. It's a temporary revenue stream. What have they done to put in place to actually help when the CBI does fall, brothers and sisters? And it is falling. Let European Union come in soon, brothers and sisters. And it is falling. What have they done to elevate anything? We heard the Prime Minister saying during the airport that the reason why airport or the conference, whatever it is, he came in front of the public, brothers and sisters, and said the reason why Dominica doesn't have factories is because the very dumb leg that they are regulating, the very government that regulating dumb leg, the very government that is state under IRC, you know, that who in charge of IRC. Okay, the very government, brothers and sisters, remember the former manager, what she stated needed was needed, and then instead Domlek buys it. The government bought it, but two of them, I think, two capacitors, generation, whatever they call it, brothers and sisters. They bought these two things. They bought one, and I think they bought another one, and they are renting both to Domlek. Boy, Dominicans, what are you don't see? No?
Right?
Okay.
I think greater work can be done in diversifying and reforming our tax base and reducing our fiscal leakages. And we have to get away from behaving as if taking loans can become a stopgap for financial leakages that we have in our program. Mr. Speaker, climate resilience, finally, climate resilience shouldn't be framed.
Guys, I will skip that. Let's go to Laurie.
I'll be using a simple word, loan.
Talk to her.
Because no matter how we look at it, it's a loan. Let me begin by stating that I at any time do not oppose to development or to carefully consider the borrowing money when it is done in the best interest of the people.
True. We need to borrow money, it's true. But you borrow money when you don't have. You have a surplus outside, they're saying it's for development. What development we see in Dominica, we don't know. Look, they're fixing different roads around the place, brothers and sisters, as a result of the fall of things, which of course they could have prevented, but they didn't do so, brothers and sisters. But you know, that is the case. Certain things happen, we'll move sidetrack that. We could have taken some of the CBIs to do things for Dominica, but no, these monies are outside doing God knows what, we don't know. The government, they're talking about transparency. We are loans giving the people, loans the government is giving people, and we have an agricultural nation that can actually do things. When it comes down to the agricultural sector, they put $5.2 million in the previous 2023. It was $15 million, and they used less than 30% of it. And they come in with their pictures, nice pictures, with their leg cross over the other, and who have their hand like this, and to say that they're giving 5.2 million for the advancement of agriculture.
However, this proposed loan raises serious concerns, which I am hoping by the end of this sitting will be addressed. 1. How will the government ensure that the $69,930,000 be used efficiently and effectively? Even when loans are approved, there is a poor track record of timely project execution.
But even for the budget, they're doing that. Brothers and sisters, when you have a budget and they allocate certain monies, certain estimates for the budget, and they say, hey, this money is going to this money is going to that, and this is what we're going to be using this for and whatnot. This money is allocated for agriculture, education, tourism. These monies are going to be used for these things, brothers and sisters. Now, when you have the budget done, brothers and sisters, in next cycle, it's supposed to say how these monies were used, what monies remain to then put into the next cycle, so we have, you know, what we're generating from and the GDP factor and what have you, so we can put things in different. None of that happening now. There's little, brothers and sisters, in business, and a country should be run by like a business. This is why I like what Trump is doing as a business. That way, what you think, what is best for my people, that is how Dominica should run. What is best for the Dominican people? What is outside there? What is best for China to come and put distribution center? What is best for not China? What is best for the Dominican people? China want to bring distribution center to send all over the place so they can have a free thing to come down to Dominica and then distribute across the Caribbean. It's not to develop Dominica, it's to develop China. Brothers and sisters, but that's a different story right there. Anyways, Gasa, let me just.
As stated in the resolution of this loan, it will facilitate the first phase of the relocation of Campbell, Gudo, Petit Soufouye, and Sansome communities to safer locations. How are we going to ensure that when this loan is granted, that phase 1 is actually completed? These are projects that have been in the airways since the passage of Tropical Storm Erica 2015. Budget after budget, loan after loan, we have seen delays, cost overruns, and our famous underutilization of funds.
Do we even know how these loans have been spent? Is there any accounting? Anything, brothers and sisters? Any? To see how these monies were spent, and are we spending them, or areas where we can decrease on useless spending so we don't repeat the same thing next time? Are any of these things being done? In business, that's what they do.
Mr. Speaker, the people need to know.
The people need to know. The people, they don't care about what the people need to know. Is they that running things. I run things.
Number 2, transparency. In my opinion, sufficient details have not been provided regarding the usage of this loan. Vaguely references first phase of the relocation of Campbell, Goodhope, Sansove, and Petit Soufouye, does not justify borrowing at this time.
And you talk about borrowing. One thing is to borrow. One thing is we have the monies outside there we can actually use. I don't think we should take any loans at all. We have monies outside there. We talk about development. Take these monies and start doing what it's supposed to be doing in Dominica. It's not to be outside there. It's not. When European Union come in, man.
Where is the project breakdown? Where is the estimated time frame? What does this phase entail? The first phase may be...
she mentioned something there, brothers and sisters, about time frame. Sometimes we have a project's gonna happen, brothers and sisters. They give us a time frame. By the way, Skerrit from his own mouth stated that we will have an international airport in 2025. Didn't he say that? Huh? Labor rights, didn't he say that? Yes, he did. But where is it? We're in 2025. They still talk about going to find quarry.
First phase may be a few town hall meetings. Does this phase of a few town hall meetings need a loan of almost $70 million? Mr. Speaker, I am only drawing reference because the people need to know.
Need to know.
Fiscal burden and rising debt, number 3. Our public debt is already at worrisome levels. With every new loan, we are saddling future generations with obligations they did not ask for.
Facts. The very Skerrit that say he wanted to do this. With monies outside there that can clear the debt already today. Brothers and sisters. But instead, they are giving loans to the people. Putting loans on the backs of the Dominican people who already suffering.
Yes, we are getting the good concessions. We are getting a long grace period of these loans. But when free for loans meets At the same time, what provisions are in place to repay?
What provisions are there to repay the loans? $41 million for the Roseau Enhancement Project. Huh? They finish? They do the road, but you think the bayfront is $41 million? The little additional thing that they put on top there is $41 million? Ah!
Currently, Dominica's debt to GDP ratio, according to IMF, is at 97.8%.
Go down plenty, man. What? 97%! It was 106. I think it reached to 109. It's 96.
According to IMF, is at 97.8%.
97.8.
Though we are speaking on this resolution, there's also another resolution before this house today requesting a loan of $6 million Eastern Caribbean dollars.
More loan on your
Taking
back.
on approximately $75 million more in debt without clear strategy is fiscally irresponsible.
More loan on your back. The question is, why are they taking so much loans? Why? Does it have anything to do with the corresponding banks? And loans is the best way that they can get monies to come to Dominica to meet the obligations, that of which they are failed upon. For example, salaries, because not much people making much monies and this kind of things there to circulate. That's why entrepreneurship cannot strive in Dominica. Never thought of that, maybe.
We cannot continue borrowing as though we are immune to economic shocks, Mr. Speaker.
We waiting for Venezuela to give us another, what do you call that? A debt forgiveness. Remember when Skerrit them was telling us that we do our loan with Venezuela? We do our debt with Venezuela? Remember when Skerrit stated that to the Dominican people? And then after Maria, we getting debt forgiveness from Venezuela?
Because we are not. What about alternatives to borrowing? We have lived to understand by this government that it is CBI.
CBI.
That our CBI program is thriving, but every year we resort to loans.
So what the money is from CBI is doing? What he doing? Huh? Dominicans only need to wake up. Labor rights only need to understand something. The loans that they are taking is on your back. They're going to put it, and then they're taking these houses and they put in houses. Oh, we're doing things for you. Ooh, look at house. You cannot even pass on to your family members. They talk about titles. Yesterday, brothers and sisters, the very Skerrit himself indicated that these are houses that will pass on, not to your generation, If your family, people 80, 90 are living there and they pass on, then they will take back these houses. That's what the government say, They give you residential titles. There's a difference, brothers and sisters. Hey, yo.
Continuously opting for loans shows a lack of creative economic planning. Shouldn't the thriving CBI program prevent us from all these loans? Shouldn't our debt to GDP ratio be closer to the IMF recommendation of 60%?
To 97.8.
Mr. Speaker, I am only asking because the people need to know.
The people need to know.
Our parliament is not a rubber stamp, Mr. Speaker.
Rub your head,
it is our duty to question and to act in the best interest of the people.
I like that.
The rubber stamp, Mr. Speaker.
Rub your head.
It is our duty to question and to act in the best interest of the people. Continuously treating this parliament as a rubber stamp is economic recklessness. Let us not mortgage the country's future for short-term political gains. When a loan is taken, that means money is borrowed, which is expected to be paid back with an interest.
With an interest, and the people are paying it back. That's why I mentioned about the situation. If St. Lucia take loans, then the St. Lucia people have to pay it back, which means money from outside is coming back into Dominica. When the Dominica government is taking loans, you are the ones paying it back with interest. With interest. So if you have to pay 50% back, brothers and sisters, and 2% you're getting back from it, that means you're getting less money. You paying it back in another way, coming in this way and it going out this way. Brothers and sisters, it's coming in this way and it's going out this way.
When the government takes the loan, the people are the ones who repay this loan. How? Income tax, imported duty.
That is like all what I say in there. Is the people are going to pay back.
That just to name a few.
Oh my God.
Let us think of our children's future. Our children's future. our children's future, Mr. Speaker, when we take all this loan?
I think they're thinking about their children, you know, because they know it's not their children that have to pay back. Their children born overseas that will be participating in better economic standing. Look what's going to happen in the next 90 days, brothers and sisters. Look what's going to happen in the United States in the next 90 days. You clip the date today, you know, I tell you. I don't know things, you know. The people in the United States, let me tell you something now. Now is the best time. Well, you kind of missed the window. That was probably like about a month ago or something. But you can still participate. The best time for you to look in S&Ps or S&Ps and stocks, brothers and sisters. The best way for you to look into stocks, especially stocks that pay you dividends per month. Or you can look into stocks like Walmart and Apple. Now is the best time. I give it. Now is the best time, to put in little funds here and there. Just put something in, man. All right.
As I wind down this presentation, I'd like to send a clear message to the people of the community of Kulibistri. Wake up, my people. Once again, you will place on the back burner, but do not give up hope. The relocation is not yours.
Okay, so kudos to Laurie right here. Brothers and sisters, what are your thoughts, man? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below. I really want to hear what you guys have to say in that regard right there. Leave your thoughts, man. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts, Dominicans? I mean, how often do I have to come and tell you guys what is happening to you? How often do I have to come and tell you guys what is happening to you? Are you that blind? Oh no, you like the little piglet. You sleeping, man. You sleeping, and I wake up, people. Wake up, labor rights. Wake up, my goodness. You just don't want to wake up at all. But someday, sometime, brothers and sisters, by the time that you wake up, it might be just too late. What are your thoughts, brothers and sisters? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below. If you understand my concise, click the like button. I would appreciate that. And subscribe for more vibrations, as they do definitely tend to come through. Whether it's about Mystelics, once again, be real, Solid the King always. Be positive.